Hello, in this video we will discuss how to enable Telnet and SSH on Cisco devices. Guys, in this scenario I will use R2 to enable Telnet and SSH. So you can see, first thing, Telnet is by default enabled on router. So whenever you try to Telnet the router, so let's say I am trying here, I will go to desktop command prompt, I will write a telnet and which router 21110. So you can see connection is open but it is refused or closed by the foreign host. Why? Because on router we have configured that please prompt for a password, but we have not set the password. So the first requirement is on the router you have to set the password. So how you will set the password? You will go to line VTY 0 to 4, you will run the command password. Now you can specify your telnet password. So let's say my password is Cisco1234. So when I try to telnet now, yes, Cisco1234. Now every user can log in into router using telnet command and password Cisco1234. So if I run the command show users on router to check which user is actually accessing the device, so I can see that there is a user who is accessing from which IP 20111. But the thing here is I am not getting a username because we are not asking for the username. So you can configure your router like this also. Line VTY 0 to 4 login local. It means please prompt for username and password. So whenever a user tries to log in this time, router will ask for a username and password. Let me check. So let me exit the last session. Let me connect again. So see here, router is asking for a username and a password. And this time if you try to see show users, you can see who is accessing. CCI user is accessing from which IP 20111. Next guys, how you can enable SSH. So for SSH same configuration is required, that you should have line VTY configuration there with command login local, because you cannot configure SSH without username and password. There is no option in SSH such that you will only enter the password and you will get the login. You always have to enter username and password. So login local command is required. SSH is secure as compared to Telnet. So in case of SSH we need crypto keys. If crypto keys are not there, SSH will not get enabled on the device. So how you will generate the keys? Command is crypto key generate RSA. When I run this command, I am getting a message. Please define domain name first. Actually, the command concept is whenever you try to generate a key, device want to give that key a name, and name for the key is hostname dot domain name. So if you have not specified domain name, router will not allow you to run the command which will generate the key, because router cannot specify a name for the key. So we have to specify IP domain name networkbulls.com, and after that I will run the command crypto key generate RSA. Let's say I am specifying the key size to 1024 and I will get a message, yes, SSH is enabled. So now I want to check SSH is working or not. I will go to the user, I will write it SSH -L, L means login, then username is CCI, then the IP address, that is 21110, password is CCI, and you can see we are getting the access. So if I check again, show users, who is accessing? User CCI is accessing, but we are not getting the IP because we are doing it through SSH. Actually there is some problem with packet tracer also. If you run the command show SSH, you can see here a user is connected and username is CCI. So guys, in this video we have seen how we can configure Telnet and SSH on Cisco devices. Thank you.